Hey guys, I'm Tyler and you're watching the TJS Bass channel. Today I am going to give you a little my views on what I think is the most versatile pedal I have in my collection, and pretty much stays with me at all times no matter what I'm doing, whether it's recording, gigging, or just practicing at home. And that's this guy, the Tech 21 VT Bass DI. Now I've had this pedal for years. I can't even tell you how long it's been, maybe 5 or 6 years, and it's been with me everywhere since I've had it. It's a really versatile piece of kit. From theatre shows to the recording studio, I've used it constantly, and it just has so many uses and so many roles that it can fill. So looking at the front panel, obviously you have the level, the blend to go from completely coloured, your sound's completely coloured by the pedal, or you can roll it back and have a part of your signal coloured while you still have the original signal mixed in. You have a 3-band EQ, low, mid, high, and then the character knob, which changes the way those EQ controls then react, and the type of saturation and drive that you're getting from the pedal. So for those of you that don't know, this is a VT, so SVT recreation, so it's designed to produce those Ampeg sounds that you know and love. That's helped along by the option of the speaker in, which recreates that Ampeg speaker sound, which is for me a massive part of the sound, and then the bite knob as well, just like you get on the front of an Ampeg, with your ultra low and ultra high treble boost options. And then where further versatility really comes from this pedal is the options you have going out. So you have the option to -20 dB on the XLR, plus 10 dB on the jack out, and then phantom ground connect for if you're using the XLR to a desk that's got phantom power. And I've done that before on theatre shows and things. Had the desk power my pedal. Saves me having to have a power supply plugged in, saves me having to have a battery, and makes it a really useful piece of kit to have around. One of the other really useful features of it is the parallel output. So often I've used this in the studio as a box to create that Ampeg sound. It's such a traditional sound and it fits in so many instances that it's really worth having one in the studio in case there's not an amp there, or in case they don't have a really good amp simulator piece of software or whatever. And so I run this in parallel and then parallel out to a clean DI. And that gives me, a broader range of options when it comes to mix down, and gives the engineer exactly what they need to do their job to the best of their abilities. In so many instances I've used it with the drive turned up quite high, and blended with a clean DI, it gives such a great option for an engineer to have that dirty sound blended in to whatever degree they need, and that can often help it fit in the mix without really getting in the way. With a clean DI you don't have anything to saturate and produce a lot of harmonics really, whereas with the drive you can add harmonics but keep it really discreet in the mix. So it's just a really useful tool. When it comes to the character knob, when you've got it set here, it's pretty much going for an SVT type sound. So it scoops the mids a little bit, bigger bottom, a little bit more top as well. Putting it up to kind of 11 o'clock, 10:30, you get what they call the fat tube setting, which is really just, that's what it is, it's just a fatter, warmer sound that isn't really particularly scooped in any direction or coloured in any way. It just adds some fatness and warmth. And then direct up, 12 o'clock is your B15 type sound. So that's got more mid-range, definitely got more mid-range, less big bottom end, and probably a slightly tamer treble as well. So it really focuses on the mids for me, on the B15 setting. And then beyond that are other options that, to be honest, I never really use. I pretty much just use it between the SVT and the B15. One of the great things about this pedal is that by activating the drive element, it's doing what a tube amp would do in the back end, so it causes a little bit of compression. So I've actually used this on its own as effectively a compressor for my rig before, I don't really like playing without a compressor, so the option to have a bit of amp simulation and some compression all in one pedal is actually really useful to me. So that's one of my preferred ways of using compression, particularly if you've got little space or you're traveling. The option to just have one pedal that can give you both things that you need, it's really useful. Also, obviously it's a DI, so if you have your amp go down or you have an issue on stage, you've got the choice. You have the DI there ready and waiting. And what's better is that it's not just a clean DI going out to the front of house. You've got some colour, you've got some saturation, you've got some of the elements that make you sound like a bass player and make your bass sound like bass. For me, if you're thinking about getting a pedal to simulate amplification, or just a really solid DI that's going to be really versatile and fit you into a ton of situations, I'd really suggest you check this guy out. As I say, I think it's the most versatile pedal in my collection, and it always makes it to a pedal board. No matter what I'm doing, this guy is going on there last. So that's just my view on my preferred, most versatile pedal. I want to know in the comments what your most versatile pedal is. What's the pedal that's never leaving your pedal board, or that pedal that you have to have on there and always with you in your gig bag? So let me know that in the comments below, and if you like the content, hit the subscribe button and don't forget to hit the like button, and if you really want to keep up to date with the latest things, hit subscribe and then hit that bell, and you'll get all of my content as soon as it comes out. But until the next time, thank you so much for watching.